What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I keep getting asked. I have quite the vast library of fragrance-related video topics with over 4,000 pieces of content here on YouTube. But from time to time, they do need to get revamped, I understand, and not everybody wants to search for everything. So I keep getting asked, what is some of my strongest dupes, strongest Middle Eastern fragrances, strongest clones, strongest Middle Eastern, yada, yada, yada. Okay. All right, well, I gathered 10 that are absolutely some of the most potent, ridiculous, oh my god, I really don't need them to be this strong fragrances in my collection. They're cheap, they're potent, they smell really good. I like them. So we're going to talk about them. Stay tuned. Starting with, and I really could have went with anything Hawas here, but I think this is the strongest of the bunch for me. We're talking Hawas Fire. This is supposed to be similar to Imperial Valley, I believe, Gisa. It's really fruity, a little peppered, touch aquatic, sweet. Man, this is good. This is good. It's just a little spicy fruit action, Like I said, a little watery, but I wouldn't call it all that aquatic like some of the encyclopedia pages, your Trollgrantica, your Parfumos and such, where they have it as aquatic. I don't think it's all that aquatic. A little watery, sure, but this stuff's crazy strong. Like the sillage is outrageous. Like it really doesn't seem like the projection ever truly calms down. Like the transition from early projection to sillage, scent trail, scent bubble, it's kind of like just the same. It's crazy. God, it smells good though. Really long lasting, super affordable. It's really good. Like I said, I really could have picked any Hawas fragrance here. I would say probably the two strongest ones are... it's a toss-up between the original and Ice, and then this one being the strongest one. Black's really strong too. But I mean, like I said, you could go with any Hawas flanker, but for me, the one that gets the edge for just the strongest of the bunch to my nose is hands down Hawas Fire. It's just that strong. Another series of fragrances where you could really put any of the three here. You could put the original, you could put the coffee flanker, or you can put the super spicy one, which is what I went with, the newest one, Khamrah Dukhan. A little smoky, but super warm and spicy. You still get some of that ambery, sweet, warm scent profile from the original. It's not over the top sweet like the original, and of course you don't have the coffee of Khamrah, but this one, it's my favorite. It's just so over the top spicy. Warm, spicy, crazy, cozy, and strong, man. What a strong freaking fragrance. I'm sure if and when they release a fourth flanker in this line, it'll be super freaking strong too. But again, you could really pick any of the three here. So I just picked the one that I like the best. Because really, any of them, they're all like absurdly powerful and super affordable and smell great. They're extremely cozy, great for the cooler weather. You really can't go wrong here, especially if you like over-the-top cinnamon spice. Lattafa Khamrah Dukhan. Still a monster for me. Kind of Aventus, but not. Kind of Hachivat, but not. It is Afnan Supremacy, not only intense. This stuff is monstrous. I never really do more than 4 sprays because I just don't need to. Get a little bit of nose fatigue, sure. But it's over-the-top, inky, fruity black currant and a lot of oak moss. Heavy, heavy, smoky, spicy green oak moss. This stuff is a black currant oak moss bomb. I don't really get much pineapple, apple, and all these other things that would tie it to Hachivat and Aventus so much as I get the black currant that ties it to Aventus, and I get a lot of it. Super inky, dark fruit. Doesn't really make it all that sweet. A little tart, a little bitter. Very dark. Super smoky and earthy green without being like a patchouli type of earthiness, because it's a drier, woody, smoky green type of earthy smell, because again, it's an oak moss smell. It's synthetic oak moss, but the quality here is actually pretty good, because Afnan tends to be, upper tier when it comes to these affordable Middle Eastern brands when it comes to their quality. You don't need a lot of sprays. It is super masculine, and yes, I've even worn this one every summer, I think, since I got it. I've worn it at least once. You typically wouldn't think this in high heat, but yeah, it still kind of works, and it's outrageously strong for the money. It is Afnan Supremacy, not only intense. One of, if not the strongest fragrance in this list You gotta like salty, super salty. A little bit of oak moss, earthy green, watery aquatic, but over the top salty and rich. I mean, this stuff, man, it'll beat your nose up. Lattafa Atlas, clone of Mega Mare. Stuff's crazy. It really is. I've heard olive oil smell and smells like olives. I get that because it's over the top rich. It is kind of on the oily side. I understand where they're coming from. While I don't completely agree with that, I get why it gets said. But I mean, it's just super salty. Because I don't think salty when I use extra virgin olive oil to cook or anything like that. So I guess the texturing to it, I don't know, whatever. But I kind of get where they're coming from. But this, I shouldn't have sprayed that. Force a habit, that was a bad idea. Man, that like just grabbed my nose like freaking Bane's mask on Batman. Oh, so you wanted this? No, I did not want this. That was a mistake. What a fucking accident. This whole room's gonna smell like it now. It's like choking me out. God, force a habit to just spray and sniff. What a bad move. You got a plan for this one. I'm not trying to be dramatic here. I'm dead serious. Whew. This stuff's strong. It's definitely the strongest one in this video. None of these are going to do this to me. And it's so macerated at this point. I've had it for a while. I know you maceration freaks and buffs are like, oh, let it sit for a while. Watch how strong it gets. Yeah, that really does happen, but whew, this one didn't need it. From first spray, it's crazy strong. This, oh man, yeah. I think it kind of puts Mega Mare to shame with its potency, and Mega Mare is over the top, crazy strong. I mean, it's literally, if you're looking for potency and people to smell you, and you like salty fragrances, yeah, spray with caution. Just know it's crazy strong, but this is the one you're looking for. Lattafa Atlas. A little bit of Herbapora, a little bit of Mancera Instant Crush, I finds, Baccarat Rouge 540 as well. A little floral, sweet, fruity, all these things. Kind of a hybrid, more so than just straight up dupe of one thing. Quality's really good. The Borouj line from Dumont, upper tier for me. Here we have Mysterious, and it's my favorite bottle of the bunch because of the way this design is. It's like prism effect look to it, but super, super powerful. There's a lot of Dumont fragrances that can go here. We actually do have another Dumont fragrance from a different line that's in here. That's outrageously strong. It deserved to be here. It's just one of my favorites. But this one, man, you really could have picked any one out of this line. I like the sweetness to this one. Kind of drown out some of that Atlas that's floating in the air. It's going to smell so strong in this room, my God. The rest of the day, whatever I spray is going to smell like these fragrances. A little bit of that Fructis shampoo and conditioner Herbapora effect. It does get a little creamier over time as it macerates and matures, I will say. But it's more Herbapora than anything else mixed with some Mancera Instant Crush. Has a little bit of a feminine lean, don't get me wrong, the floral smell and such. But man, so good. If you like any of those fragrances, Instant Crush or Herbapora, you're bound to like this one. And it's got Instant Crush type of performance. Any of you familiar with Mancera Instant Crush, that stuff's nuclear. I mean, like crazy strong. This one falls right into it. Affordable, good quality, hybrid of multiple things. Smells really good. You just got to prepare for the potency. It's Dumont Borouj Mysterious. Might as well talk about that other Dumont fragrance, one of the new releases from this year. It is my favorite Dumont fragrance. That's why it was 100% going to get talked about. This will make you go nose blind. It does it to me every time. It's so freaking strong. It is Nitro Red Intensely. I love, love, love this fragrance. It is so freaking good. So they took the original, that watermelon smell, that artificial like watermelon Jolly Rancher smell, and they made it even fruitier. It's still melon, but it's like a lot of apple and stuff like that. It's just super juicy, like syrupy, thick, fruity, juicy fruit smell. Warm and ambery, spicy. It's so much thicker, warmer, and spicier. It's just intensified. As the name indicates, it's a much more intense take on the original's profile. They added the magnetic cap. God, it smells so good. And Nitro Red was already a beast. They managed to make this one even stronger. This is the best smelling one in the video, guys. For me, anyways. And I love all of these. This is the best smelling fragrance of the 10 to me personally in this video. I love this damn fragrance. It's so freaking good. It's one of my favorite releases of the year. and definitely my favorite Dumont. It had to be in here because it checks all the boxes to be in this topic, that's for sure. Monster performer, high compliment factor, high level versatility. It's playful, but it's not quite as playful as the original. Still aquatic, just much more ambery warm than it is aquatic. So, beautiful stuff. Crazy strong. It's Nitro Red Intensely from Dumont. Another 2025 release until the Extreme makes its way over here because we're getting 2 Club de Nuit Intense Man flankers this year. That's kind of funny. The Extrait de Parfum is super strong. It legitimately takes the original EDT's profile and cranks up the oil concentration. I really think that's what they did. I don't think anything is different about it. It is still that lemon cleaner smell, just smoother, super musky and smoky. And that's always been the main things I get from the original EDT. It's lemon dominant more so than any other fruits or citruses. Very lemon heavy, smoky lemon, smoky, musky lemon. Same thing here, just even stronger. The sillage intensifies, where the EDT is really, really loud. It's really strong up front and has good, really good longevity. It's a beast. This is even more beastly because the thickness of the sillage, once that projection calms down, is intensified versus the EDT. It's a higher oil concentration, so it's a thicker, denser aroma that's surrounding you. So it lingers better, it trails better, it hangs in the air longer. It's just a stronger fragrance. And it smells really good. If you love the EDT, you'll love this one. It still smells cheap and synthetic, like the EDT, just a higher oil concentration. I find the limited edition parfums fruitier and smoother. But this stuff's crazy strong. As it's continued to chill in the couple of months that I've had it, it has gotten stronger, admittedly. And it is a bona fide Godzilla-like monster on my skin at this point. Very, very musky. Very musky, smoky lemon. Not earthy like the Parfum Pure Perfume version, because you know we got 1,001 flankers at this point, and they continue to add them. But if you want some potency, check out Club de Nuit Intense Man Extrait de Parfum from Armaf. One that totally knocks my nose in the next week. It's so strong, it just makes me go nose blind rather quickly. It's really, really strong up front. Smells like a bit of Percival, fierce and so on. Watermelon, aquatic, musky, woodsy fragrance, a little spiced. We've got Ahmed Maghribi Kaaf. This is some strong stuff. Strong. You can wear this one year round, and it's actually very, very well suited for the heat with that watermelon aquatic freshness. This smells great. It smells great. More of a summery twist on Percival. Percival's not as fresh as this. This is more like the freshness of original Fierce. But man, it's pretty damn good. Quality's kind of on par because all the versions are synthetic, even Percival have that chemical synthetic cologne and Brox and all that kind of stuff in there. You're going to smell that. It's pretty spot on to the T. But I just love the watermelon aquatic aspect of it. And it's just really strong. And it's $50 range. It's more affordable than all the other. It's stronger than Fierce. Actually smells better quality than Fierce. Costs less. Costs less than Percival and strong like Percival. Better than Mont Blanc Legend. So it's like kind of the one to go with, honestly. Again, that's Ahmed Maghribi. This is Kaaf. Do you like woody, creamy vanilla and don't mind orange blossom? Do you have a hankering for a good orange blossom fragrance? Then you'll probably like Parfums de Marly Altair. And yeah, you can go with Cottage Island Vanilla Dunes. It's more woodsy. But I like the creamy vanilla induced aspect of Liquid Brun from Fragrance World and their French Avenue line. It was a good one. Most people's clone of the year in 2024. One of the best releases to ever come out of Fragrance World, honestly. This is one of the rare occasions where I would say, get this clone over getting the original. Very rare. This one and the next one are like the two poster children examples for me to say, there are some occasions where I would say get the clone over the original, and this is definitely one of them. This smells fantastic. The quality is actually really good. Not too far off from Parfums de Marly. Woody, creamy vanilla, a little spiced. A little bit of that scratchiness to the orange blossom, a hit of citrus. Monster performer. Really, really good stuff. I know you've heard, over the last year and a half, you've probably heard so much about this fragrance if you watch fragrance content on a somewhat consistent basis. Especially if you watch this channel, you've heard me talk about it a bunch of times because it deserves the love. This is so hype justified. If you're looking for a monster that smells great, that in my opinion is worthy of getting over the original, I don't say that often, it would be this. Fragrance World's French Avenue Liquid Brun. And last but not least, after all these years, I still recommend it. I still think it's better than getting Ultra Male because it's smoother and it's fruitier because instead of that fresh pear, you get sweet apple. Afnan, 9 p.m. We continue to get flankers too. Hell, the newest one right here, 9 p.m. Elixir. Initial blast, you get a little bit of this, but it changes rather quickly. It's a very spicy fragrance, leathery, and so on. Whereas this, sweet, spicy, fruity, very playful, youthful club fragrance. I don't go to the club. Those days are long behind me. Unless you consider the gym the club, I ain't clubbing. And I ain't wearing shit like this at the gym. Oh, that smells so good. That apple just punches you in the nose. It's making my nose tingle. I think I'm about to sneeze. It got me so good. Fight it. Hold it back. Woosah. We're good. Sub $30. Nuclear performance, in my experience, I think it's nose fatigue for those that say it's weak and bro, they watered it down in new batches and oh my god, oh my god. Don't pay attention to none of that. Try for yourself. Try for yourself, because if you're watching videos like this and a lot of your collection's fragrances like this, you blind buy 90% of your fragrances. So if you blind buy this or any of these and they don't perform the way they do for me, it's most likely nose fatigue. Possibly a little bit of skin chemistry, but more than likely they're not just watering down fragrances, as people like to say. So take responsibility for yourself if you happen to make big boy, big girl decisions and blind buy based off another person's opinion. I'm just giving you my experiences and recommendations. You don't have to buy a damn thing to watch these videos. I encourage you to be responsible with your blind buying, because with fragrances like these, that's what we have to do, right? It's very rare that you come across a place in a mall or a shop that's got these. They have them. They're out there. But not everybody's got one near them, and they don't really have samples on the internet of these, so you probably have to blind buy. So blind buy responsibly. And fragrances like this will confuse you if you just read stuff online, because you'll see people like me saying it's crazy strong. You'll see people agreeing with that. You'll see people saying it's watered down 30 minutes and it's gone, bro. Hour, 2 hours. Maybe I got a bad batch. These shills are lying. You'll hear all that shit. So blind buy responsibly, guys, because you'll hear a mixed bag of things. And this is one of those fragrances that you'll definitely hear that, because it's been around for several years now. It has been hyped to death. Started getting hyped on YouTube, then TikTok became a thing, and then it got hyped to death on TikTok. And once it makes its way to TikTok, and it's now available in the TikTok shop, bro, for some reason, credibility seems to go down the fucking drain for a fragrance. You ever notice that? You ever notice that shit? At least that's been my observation. Look, I do a little TikTok content here and there, and I throw a link if it happens to be available. But I always encourage, sample if you can. Be wise with your money. Don't buy every damn thing just because I like something. Doesn't mean you need to have it. And that goes with all of these. You don't have to have it, but if you want to have it, here's my experiences on them. And this, I think, better than the original Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male because it's better quality, smoother, and I actually like the apple over the pear, believe it or not. 9 p.m., still a beast. Well, that was the 10. We could have did more than 10, but 10's kind of the sweet spot. As you know, it's highly searchable and so on. We'll see how the video does, whatever. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me again. Blind buy at your own risk, because there is links down below if you want to check them out through YouTube Shopping Network with places like Joma Shop and Fragrance Net and so on, as well as Perfume Box and Fragrance Buy links down in the description and so on. Again, you don't have to buy shit to watch these videos. They are there. If you're going to do some shopping, let your boy get a little affiliate commission. It helps support the channel to continue to buy these fragrances for us to sniff, try, and talk about. So I sure appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave. We'll see you on the next one.